Paper is the most widely used forest product in our daily life. It's everywhere. Most paper products are machine-made. However, certain papers for painting and calligraphy are still handmade, according to the preference of artists. Thus, every detail, from pulp composition to the final mounting for display and preservation, are fine arts unto themselves, with a certain degree of know-how required. There's been a gradual decline in the traditional arts of painting and calligraphic paper forming, as well as in mounting and restoring techniques for traditional Chinese artworks. The Handmade Paper Laboratory of the Taiwan Forestry Research Institute has found, however, that because of the rarity, fine quality, and diverse nature of these arts, there's huge potential for value additions. Hence, the lab has invested considerable effort in the research of handmade paper, as well as the mounting and preservation of painting and calligraphic works. These include paper-making raw materials, processing methods of handmade paper, paper, paste, color matching and styles for mounting, and effects of mounting procedure on the preservation of artworks. The paper mass-produced using machinery is called machine-made paper. Its main materials are tree trunks, whereas handmade papers of the art and calligraphy realm are mostly made from the twigs of trees or the stems and leaves of plants. The tree trunks are thus spared, which is more environmentally friendly and sustainable. Pulp is formed into various handmade papers through techniques of handmade papermaking. The papers thus formed can be tested through inking trials to observe the degree of feathering or ink absorbency. The feedback can be used to adjust pulp furnish and blend ratio to form papers suitable for different painting and calligraphic uses. By engaging in different papermaking techniques and processing methods, the lab has developed many varieties of handmade papers, such as marbled paper, five-colored gold-speckled paper, translucent Yinghuang paper, Ziqing paper, imitation Song-style coarse screen-marked golden xuan paper and silver xuan paper. These can be used in various applications and also serve as mounting papers. At present, there are two main categories of painting and calligraphic handmade papers: mian paper and xuan paper. Mian paper has a tougher texture. Xuan paper is softer. Mian paper is less absorbent. Xuan paper has stronger water absorbency. Mian paper has a rougher surface. Xuan paper has a smoother, finer surface. Mian paper is commonly used in Taiwan for mounting painting and calligraphy. The paste used for mounting is thicker, which tends to make artworks become stiffer. Thus, mian paper is suitable for mounting album leaves or flat plates which do not allow rolling storage. Xuan paper is more suitable for hand rolls and hanging roll style mounting, which are commonly rolled up and flattened in storage and display. Painting and calligraphy can nurture the human spirit and possess important aesthetic functions in terms of enhancing the spiritual aspect of living. As for mounting and restoring techniques, they allow the precious cultural assets to be given better display and embellishment. The preservation also extends the lifetime of artworks. Mounting of painting and calligraphy is a decorative art whereby framing materials are pasted around the artwork, and on the back, a backing material is added, which provides the functions of embellishment, strengthening, and protection. As for the style of mounting, there are roughly 4 categories: hand scrolls, folding album, hanging scrolls, and flat plates. Hanging scroll is the most common style, which has the most variations as well. There are 6 categories: large hall scrolls, strip scrolls, couplet scrolls, vista scenery scrolls, screen rolls, and horizontal scrolls. A hanging scroll only has 2 supporting rods to stretch the top and bottom of the artwork, and there is no support on the lateral sides. It's composed of at least 4 layers of materials in the front and back. Thus, if stretching and shrinkage is not balanced between the materials, they will become susceptible to the influences of ambient temperature, humidity, and other factors. These can cause uneven warping and result in the mounted pieces appearing cupped or twisted, detracting from the visual effect of display. Mounting painting and calligraphic works is intimately related to their preservation. TFRI has conducted various research experiments, discovering key methods in the procedure for mounting hanging scrolls that affect the flatness and evenness of mounted pieces. The procedure is as follows. 1. The core is first backed and encased with plain or dyed silken fabric. The assemblage is pasted on a stiff board to dry. 2. This is followed by square trimming of the core and materials and pasting them together. In trimming the silken fabric, care must be taken that the lengthwise direction should be parallel to the direction of the weft, since its shrinkage stress is greater than that along the warp direction. Thus, if the reverse is true, for example, the lengthwise direction is perpendicular to the weft, then, after mounting of the artwork, the piece is liable to cup forward along the 2 lateral sides. 3. Complete the trimming, hemming, and attaching sealing strips to the mounted piece. 4. Proceed to paste the back of the piece onto a stiff board. After drying, first remove it and lay for 1 day, allowing the piece to shrink. Then, along the periphery, thick paste is applied and attached to the backing board without spraying water. After the peripheral paste has dried, water is then sprayed on the mounted piece. In this way, the artwork will shrink further, and upon detaching from the board, cupping will be lessened. The pasted piece is dried for a period of at least 2 weeks, then demounted. 5. The artwork is waxed and calendared. In addition to reducing friction during roll-up storage, the procedure also releases the shrinkage stress of the artwork, leading to a more flat and even piece. 6. Finally, fix the upper and lower wooden supporting rods and complete the mounting. During mounting work, one of the most important things is to consider the reversibility. So-called reversibility means that when mounted artworks suffer damage due to storage or display, through the procedure of demounting, using the reverse sequence of mounting to dismantle the mounted pieces, mending of the original artworks can proceed. This restoring method is less prone to error, and the original materials can be preserved and reused in the mounting of the restored artworks. For a long time, the Taiwan Forestry Research Institute has engaged in various research and development of wood cellulose and invested considerable effort in the mounting and restoration of paper-based cultural items, in the hopes of contributing to the arts of mounting and restoration. In addition to publishing our research results in relevant journals and pamphlets for the reference of the general public, we have set up a paper exhibition room on the first floor of the Technical Service Building, displaying various handmade papers, as well as the mounting of painting and calligraphic artwork items and know-how. There is also an interpretive tour service available via reservation. We welcome you to come view the display and give your comments.